There we go. Well, that was that would have been important. So yeah, I totally forgot to actually put on my mic. So muted and laggy. What, it was laggy? What do you mean it's? Let me. Does it look laggy? I don't know. Sometimes I just have to do this. Hold on one sec, guys. Okay, that looks fine. Yeah, it's not, it's just because I've switched, like we're definitely pushing the show today, so, oh, I gotta turn up the music, hold on. Okay, there we go. So it might be laggy on some of the other ones. We're gonna go ahead and switch them real quick and just disable them and bring them back up, and then it'll all be fine, hold on. Where is it? Where is the, there it is. Oh, that's not the one I want. Where's, oh, there it is. We're having fun, guys. So let's make sure all of these are, sometimes this is what happens, and we just got to make sure that all right, there we go. Okay, anyway, thank you very much for joining the stream, guys. Super excited about today because today we are celebrating the launch of a brand new series of graphics cards, and we're going to be celebrating by building a build around the brand new ASUS Prime RTX 4070 graphics card. This is they do have a 2-fan version, but this is the launch of a 3-fan version, which means of course, I mean, like I said, we're, you know, it's, I know with some people it's like 3 fans in terms of basically there's more cooling, again, better chance to feed it good air, all that sort of jam, and all in all, like, I love, you know, the Prime series has been one of those things that, like, we have the ASUS Prime AP201 case. So we figured we'd do kind of like a Prime build with this. We're not using a Prime motherboard because we're using a micro ATX case, but all in all, we're going to showcase some cool ASUS products. Obviously, we're going to show you all of the awesome that comes with using an NVIDIA GPU with things like DLSS 3.0 and showing you how that all works, showing you ray tracing and ray reconstruction and frame generation and all that stuff when we get to the, we obviously get to that part of it, right? Because that's, I mean, one of the benefits of NVIDIA is just all their tech around AI. And honestly, I mean, just huge fan of obviously ASUS GPUs. We have a lot of them in a lot of our builds, and then really, really excited to get to showcase a brand new product that I think actually launches tomorrow. And I think JJ, we got JJ from the marketing team actually here. So if you have questions, JJ's in the house. And again, he is by far the biggest expert on any of this stuff. So this has been something we've been working and cooking up with ASUS. And the best thing about it, we're gonna celebrate by actually giving one of you guys one of these away to one lucky viewer here on the show. And a huge shout out to ASUS for sponsoring today's stream and allowing us the opportunity to get to do something like this. Somebody said, is this an NVIDIA commercial? No, this is an NVIDIA, you know, ASUS and NVIDIA partnership sponsored stream. So again, but the other thing too is, like, truth be told, I use a lot of NVIDIA stuff, and so it's not like I'm really shilling because honestly, I like their stuff. So that's really kind of the way it goes. So. And so this is the whole thing of going in there. I don't, like, if that's not what you want, that's totally okay. I mean, the same thing would go with anything and go from there. So we'll be giving that a little bit later in the build. But yeah, I'm stoked. I'm actually really excited to actually have JJ. JJ's been on our stream a number of times, and he's no stranger to hanging out and answering your questions. So if you guys have questions, and even technical questions, JJ can pretty much handle everything. So if you guys want to throw it his way in terms of, you know, why Prime, what's good about the card, all that sort of stuff, you absolutely can. But I'm actually very excited to get to just putting it inside of a build. And you know me, I just like the proof's in the pudding. Once we basically get it built and showcased out, you know, we have a lot of fun, and that's usually the best way to do it. So yeah, going from there. And all in all, I don't necessarily agree with anything in terms of the stuff that you're even, like, I'm not saying one thing or the other. I use NVIDIA because here's the deal, guys. Okay, here we go. Robeytech, because this always comes up. People are just worried that people shill for other people. This is, get close. Let me be super clear about something. There is no one size fits all for tech. Let's be clear. It depends on the games. What you want to do, what you want to choose, the hardware you want to put in there is all depending on the games that you choose. I play a lot of single player, high graphical games like Final Fantasy 14, Alan Wake, Black Fang Wukong, Cyberpunk 2077, Starfield. All of these games need the absolutely best graphical stuff, and right now, for me, NVIDIA is my choice. If that is different for you, that is okay. Stop getting mad if people don't agree with you. Just enjoy your own hardware. It doesn't matter what I think. It doesn't matter what other people think. You're the one who bought it. As long as you are happy, that's all that matters. Stop getting mad about what other people choose. That's so dumb. So stop being dumb. I'm so done with this, right? Like, again, the only thing that goes in there is like, who cares? If that's just, it's like, all in all, that's all that matters. I want you guys to, we show you everything. We build with everything. We build with every single case. We build with every single type of GPU. We build with every kind of CPU. And if you find something you like and it does what you need it to do in games, then that's all that matters, okay? So that's all I'm saying, yeah. Some people are like, but I like being dumb. Okay, so there he goes. Anyway, guys, that's what's happening today. Really, really excited about this. I am actually very, very stoked for the opportunity, and I actually really appreciate the fact that JJ is going to be hanging out with us, showing you guys, answering your questions and all that sort of stuff, and you guys can really just get into the whole thing. Oh, man. Rex just, man, people are just now trying to rile me up thing. Anyway, so again, we're using the ASUS AP201. Love this case. We've done a build in it. Actually, I think we did it in the white one. And we did an AP201. The one thing I love about this 360 millimeter AIO, in terms of, it doesn't take up a ton of room on your desk. And then because it's micro ATX, you can actually fit some pretty good size motherboards in here that still have, a lot of I/O, still have multiple M.2s, still have expansion slots, all that sort of stuff. So if you're looking for a case that doesn't take up a ton of room, but at the same time also still can pack a wall up from that standpoint, then the AP201 is nice. And then of course, showcasing this brand new amazing GPU, which is always, always cool. So, and I'm really, really excited about that. T-Man, go ahead, ask questions. While I'm doing that, I'm going to talk about what we're going to start this with. We're going to use the Intel Core i7-14700K. Originally, when we were actually going to do this build, we were going to do an AMD 7800X3D, but when we originally had said that we were to announce this, we were going to basically, it was going to be during Intel Gamer Days, and since we've already set this all up and everything like that, that's why it's using a 14700KF. If you wanted to use a 7800X3D or anything like that, you absolutely could. It's just, in terms of my Intel kind of CPU of choice for basically gaming, it's the 14700K, 13700K. I like the 147 more. And then on the AMD side, 7800X3D by far, right? And then when you want top tier gaming, the 7800X3D is kind of the no-brainer choice there right now. But if you want something that can do pretty much everything, and not just gaming, then the 14700K has a tendency to be my better option. You must give Roby rant on what RGB are, yeah. And this is a 14700KF. That means it does not have an integrated GPU. We're trying to be a little bit more budget conscious with this build. And I gotta be honest, as JJ and I were planning this, actually, JJ had made a recommendation for a different cooler, but given we like to showcase new hardware, I will say there is a place where you can save money on your AIO, but we wanted to showcase a new AIO, and I love it that they gave us a chance to do that. So we're gonna be using the ASUS ProArt LC360. We've actually covered this AIO before. It's got basically, the thing that's so crazy about it is it actually has alpha cool, powered fans. It's got that new pump. I love it. It's minimal RGB. We have almost no RGB, which is funny because T-Man's go on an RGB rant, and then we have a no RGB build. So I feel like I'd be kind of going bad if I started saying all that sort of stuff. So we're going to be using this brand new AIO. If you wanted to save a little bit of money to build something that was a little bit more cost conscious. I'll be honest, man. You could do the LC3. Tough Gaming has some really good AIOs, but if you wanted something that just didn't have any RGB, this is such a prime choice for that. And I really love the design that they have on the front and stuff. So we'll show you guys this a little bit later. It's also a really easy AIO to install, which is one of the things I also like about it as well. So I know, no RGB on this one, which means we probably lost like 200 frames, but you can hide in the dark. So yeah. So there isn't, and somebody says, is there a reason? No, I think that honestly, it's funny because we were actually having this conversation about the ID design around ProArt, and I think there are just people, especially non-RGB, who like a lot of the clean angles and the cleanliness around these particular parts. So I think there are absolutely people who don't want to put RGB and still want to have a beautiful gaming rig, and we're going to be building something like that today. Will it be flashy? No, but at the same time, it'll also look really good, and that's one of the things I love about the parts we've selected today. And by the way, thank you so much for the hype train, guys. We actually have a hype train going right now. I did remind you, 250 likes. That's the only giveaway that we run that's separate from the GPU giveaway. 250 likes unlocks a $25 Newegg gift card. So yeah. Okay, so there we go. For our motherboard, which I know we're going in a weird order here, we're going to use the Tough Gaming B760M Plus Wi-Fi 2, the Micro ATX. Originally, we were going to actually use an AMD board for this, but like I said, given that we went to a 14700K, if we could do a Z, I would. You know what I mean? Like, all in all, like, this has the opportunity to do it. The one thing is that we could still get the full power of the KKF. We just don't get any of the overclocking and stuff like that. If I'd recommend doing this and you wanted something that, most people don't overclock, so a B760M is going to be totally fine. But if you were going to overclock or anything like that, you may just want to look for a Z series instead. Again, trying to save on money, thinking a little bit in the head of those people who do small form factor builds. The one thing that's really nice about the ProArt about the ProArt PA201 though, is the fact that you can't overclock in this because it has a 360mm AIO. But yeah, again, option. I'm just letting you know if you care about that. For the most part, 93, 95%. You know what? Honestly, I'm guessing JJ actually has better numbers than I do. The vast majority of people, if they're going to overclock, they're going to use something like the AI overclocking tools that are available in the BIOS or as part of Armory Crate, or they're not going to do anything at all. So for the most part, it's like all in all, most of you guys just plug it in, maybe turn on XMP, and then that's kind of the end of any overclocking. And the one thing I do want to let you guys know, the giveaway is open to everybody. You do not need to be a subscriber, you just need to be a follower, and you need to be following on Twitch, and you need to be subscribed on YouTube. But if you are a subscriber over at twitch.tv/Robeytech, you will get extra entries towards winning this particular GPU, and then you will also be eligible to win the PC sub giveaway as well. So dropping your subs, like many people have done, all you gotta do is drop your Prime sub, and then you're basically eligible to win. So there you go. Lastly, we got DDR5. We're going to use T-Force. This is 32 gigs of 6,000 mega transfer Team T-Force RAM. And then we've got a 2 terabyte NVMe, which is, going to give us enough room for most gaming. So you can put, like, outside of, geez. By the way, guys, can you believe it? Man, freaking Final Fantasy 14 is 160 gigs, or 152 gigs. So, this is why we do 1 terabyte minimum on, like, our budget builds and stuff like that. So, nowadays, it's like I recommend 2 terabytes because games just keep getting bigger and bigger. Yeah. So, cable extensions, there are none. But the reason there are no cable extensions is because we're using the ROG Loki 850-watt Platinum PSU in black. The reason I like this is that it has those beautiful, beautiful cables I love so much. So this will be really easy for us to easy for us to cable manage. It'll still look really nice. It's got individually sleeved cables, which I like. So it'll be really cool. So I'm actually really impressed with this. And so we'll have a lot of fun getting this. But these are the parts. And all of this is gonna fit inside of all of that right there. So yeah, it should be cool. Yeah, that's the thing, Sheezy. Like, you're not wrong. Like, nowadays, like, most of my gaming PCs have 4 terabytes of storage, right, as game drives, because, and I still have to shed games, which is crazy. So it's like, yeah, it's nuts. Yeah. Yeah. But yeah, it's going for there. Okay. So yeah, there we go right there. So we're gonna get that in. So we're gonna take this, we're gonna take our storage, take all of this and go from there. We're gonna put this right here. We're gonna grab our, we'll open this bad boy later. We're gonna put these off to the side and let's start building our build. What do you guys say? Luckily, I mean, it's funny with the small form factor cases, I didn't really have to work hard. I just kind of move them out of the way because they just don't take up a lot of room. Okay, here we go, guys. Yeah, 6 terabytes. You just need storage, guys. There's my zoom in. And there we go, guys. Hype Train getting it to level 3. Thank you very much for all the support, guys. That goes right towards our PC giveaways and all that sort of stuff. Okay, so here we go. And we've already updated the BIOS. It already has all the microcode fixes, all that sort of stuff. So this build is essentially ready to just kind of go out of the box, which is what we always love to do. And then RAM prediction's up, guys. So if you want to get your RAM prediction in, 98. She's a little shy after the last build. So Panagotis, I think so. I don't think there's any problem with doing that because again, and especially if you're going, especially if you're going like like a 1440p gaming rig, CPU doesn't matter as much. And the other two is the deals right now on 12th and 13th gen are really, really good. So like I said, as long as the CPU does what you need it to do, that's all that really matters. Go and look at some reviews. Make sure that the games you play are, it's gonna do what it needs to do for your particular task. And as long as you're happy, it doesn't matter. Yeah. Yeah, she is shooting high. She is shooting high. I do agree with that. Okay, so here we go, guys. There's our beautiful motherboard. Start with our CPU. It's tiny, but it's not too tiny. It is micro ATX, yes. Yeah, and yeah. I was just having, like, for some reason I had like a brain fart. I was like, wait, does this not fit in here? But it does, yeah. It's not mini ITX. It's micro ATX, guys. Okay, here we go, guys. Throw our CPU in. I totally messed up that. We're gonna zoom it way in so you guys can see this in its full glory, full CPU seating glory. There we go. I like it. Okay, here we go. Oh, that was nice. Ugh. Okay, we are in. Man, what am I? Man, I am like. Apparently, guys, I'm drinking. Yeah, I mean, like, it's funny because the reason Mini ITX just comes with a lot of challenges just because of, again, the kind of builds and stuff that you're doing. Yeah, like I said, for micro ATX in terms of I/O, I mean, this board, and the other thing too I really love about this board is it also has that really cool way of doing the Wi-Fi antennas as well, which I love, right? So again, you don't have to screw them anymore. You can just plug in. But I mean, look at the amount of I/O on this thing. Got a ton of I/O. You know what I mean? You got three M.2 slots, right? And on top of that, you've got, if you want to do a capture card, you got slot for a capture card, because your GPU is going to go right up to there, which will be absolutely fine. Memory support, all that sort of stuff. This is a perfectly fine board. This is one of the things I just really like about specifically ASUS boards. Oh, and this has the Q latch. Look at that. Look at that Q latch release right there. One of the things I just really like about the value on the tough boards is just it really has pretty much anything somebody needs. And then of course, like with the ID design, with specifically with like all the right angles and stuff like that, I think it pretty much looks good in almost any build. So yeah. All right, let's go ahead and do our clicks here. She said 98, guys. She's trying to redeem herself. Well, no, it's because I'll pop it in when I'll make sure that it's set before I pop it in. Thank you for letting me know, T-Man. Okay, you wait, I'm working on it. Okay, we've made sure that we're not doing anything, not ruining anything. Bartleby, thank you very much for the sub. Now, there will be RGB on the RAM, but I'll probably end up, I should have just done, I guess I could have done RGB less RAM. Oh well, we'll make it white so we get a little bit of the highlight in there. White works. Now that even sounds good. Okay, here we go. So we're gonna pop this up. Okay, let's see what happens here. She said 98. Oh, not even close, guys. That was a little mushy. That was a little mushy. I don't think we're getting 98. 96.1. Sorry, guys. No 98 today. Today is not the day of redemption for Blondie but Geeky. No redemption for Blondie. Okay, guys, let's throw our M.2 in. He's putting it in a spreadsheet. Okay, we're gonna do our peel here. Yeah, guys, don't forget to hit that, go drop that like over at youtube.com/Robeytech Live. There we go. Another awesome Q-latch thing. I wonder if I put this on. I need to look. I think I might be putting this on upside down. Yeah, I was. I second guessed myself. The X goes on the other side. Guys, I'm nailing this right now. And by nailing this, I mean like not doing good at all. All right, got it finally. I did not make that look good. Oh, maybe. What the heck? There we go. Okay, there we go. Now it's in. Request for a dad joke, done.
Now, another Robeytech dad joke phone out.
Okay, here we go. New dad joke. I just wanted a, okay. I just watched a documentary about beavers. It was the best damn show I ever saw. I just watched a documentary about beavers. It was the best damn show I ever saw. You know, there's your dad joke. Nismo didn't seem to like that one as much. Okay, there we go. Now what we need is we need to grab our... Yeah, okay, so now we go, guys. Opening up this ProArt LC360. So we're gonna get our stuff installed for this. New AIO making its debut here. Now we've done the 420, but we haven't done the LC360, so this is a new one for us. Okay, get that open here. There we go. Oh man. Oh, that's already open. Okay, cool. I got a new knife. Okay. Oh, wow. Okay, wow, guys, look at this. It actually comes with, look. Look at this, we got Alpha Cool fans basically inside of this. Wow, it's a stealth metal fan. This is, I'm gonna have to put this one together. What's up, Fozzie? How are you? Oh wow! And look at this. All of the screws are actually labeled. Wow, that's really cool. Wow, that's actually really nice. I like that. Wow. Look at them. Look at them making it easy. Okay. Let's open this up. Yeah, that's really great, actually. Okay, so grab our LGA 1700. Assuming that's our thing from there. LGA 1700 standoff screw. We got our fan cable here. We got radiator screws. AMD compatible thumb screws. Look at that. Transfer Intel standoff. Component plate standoff. Thumb caps, there we go. And then there's your LGA, your Intel 1200 and 115X. Okay, so that's all of our screws. I don't think I need that. And then there's a AIO thing. Nice bags too. These are really nice bags. So like super quality bag here. Very swanky. Okay, so what we're gonna do, put all this to 4. There we go. It's in there now. Nice. And we just need our standoffs here. There we go. Hey, Crancy, thank you very much for the sub. Bartleby as well. Thank you very much, guys. That's amazing. Okay, so now what we're gonna do is just put in our standoffs. Yeah, the card looks really good. I'm really excited to get to open it for you guys. You guys will get to see it all. We're gonna have the unboxing. There we go. Get that screwed in. You just want to make sure these are all like as tight as they can go. Well, I didn't know. Okay, so this is our new AI. The 420 comes with the NVIDIA 40mm IPPC fans, which we've used, and we've seen the LC420 before. This one comes with the Alpha Cool Apex Stealth metal fans, selected due to performance and tonal output. So there you guys go. A little drop in facts right there for your stuff. Okay, there we go. So we got those all in. There we go. Throw that in. Oh. Okay, put that away. Now it's time to get things prepared. Oh, you know what I forgot? Oh, actually, I'm guessing it has. Let me make sure, because if it does, I'm just going to leave it alone. I'm guessing it has pre-applied thermal paste. So I'm not going to put thermal paste on. Just look in here. Yep, we have thermal paste. Okay, so we're good there. Ugh. Okay, now that we got that done, set this off to the side. Grab our case, which is not very big. It's time to start prepping our case for the installation. Grab a drink real quick. Mad Admiral, thank you for the sub. How are we doing likes on YouTube, guys? We doing pretty good? Okay, here we go, guys. Just pulling this out. So there's our first one. Second one is on this side. Go to the side camera here. Oh, there it is. Simple, elegant. There's all of our stuff. Let's do the top. There it goes, pops right off, I love. And then I think we can pull off the front too, if I'm remembering. I always love it because it gets super light. Yeah, there we go. Not that we need to, but I just like to make it as light as possible. And then the last thing we're gonna do is right up here. Remove our little prime thing. Let's give ourselves all the room. I feel like this might need to be charged. This is feeling a little, yeah, this is feeling a little drained. We're gonna plug this in here, guys. This one. There we go. There we go. Boom. Love it. And there we go, guys. Everything is out. Now we have full access to anything we want. Now we're going to be using a SFX-L PSU, which means we actually give ourselves quite a bit of room here. Down here in the front, there's 2 screws. Figure this out here in a bit, but allows us to move the PSU and then do the installation. So we're gonna take this out real quick. So here's our PSU shroud. And let's see, I'm gonna keep the rear fan. And everything else is kind of good. We'll make this look nice here in a bit. Let's go and take this out. There's our screws and everything. Okay, he said that the AP201 has 57,000 precision machined 1.5 millimeter holes, and it comes with quite a few zip ties, which always makes me happy. Okay. That's a lot of holes. No, this is not plugged in. That's not good. Oh. Didn't know that wasn't plugged in. Okay. Okay, so now we're gonna do, let's grab our Mobo. that up there for now. Okay, lay it down. I gotta say, man, the one thing I just like, this case, for being small form factor, has so much room, which is something I just really like about it, so. Just makes it very, very easy. Wow, that is zoomed in. Let's zoom out so you guys can actually see what I'm doing. Just makes it very, very easy to build in, which I like. I like easy to build in. I don't know about you guys. And it already, look at it, it's already looking good, you know? Okay, so let's grab, I think these are the right screws. Hey, Diesel Gaming, thank you for the sub. I think these are them, we'll find out. That is them. There we go. Getting all those screws in. There we go. Okay, so now that we have screws in, you have them everywhere, right? Oh, no, we almost missed one, guys. Just forgot a screw because the peg's got a screw. Okay, cool. There we go. Yeah, the temps, I'm thinking I might put some bottom fans in here just to keep things like, just to give it some additional airflow. They sent me some tough ones and it would be cool to do to have some light at the bottom. I mean, it might absolutely be fine. I mean, it is a 14700K, but I might grab some of these. These are their TR120s. We might put a couple on the bottom. I mean, the other option is I could put Noctuas in there, so I haven't decided. I don't know if I'm gonna do these. I'm gonna make a call. I'm gonna grab a couple Noctua NF as well and decide which fans. I'm just trying to decide because I think some uplight, some white uplight actually might look really good. You know? Ideally, we'd put like NF-A12s down there. I'm trying to see what I have here. I have a lot of F12s. That's an A12. Another A12 perchance. Yeah, there you go. So I have two A12s that I could pop down here too. We'll see. kind of feel like we've gone like all black out on this, so to put to maybe do non-RGB. You know what I mean? Versus doing RGB. What do you guys think? Yeah, having ASUS is always a lot of fun. So you guys, here's the deal. Like we could show you guys some new fans, right? Which these are their new ones. They're TR120s, right? They're ARGB ones. It's gonna add a little bit of uplight, right? Which I think could be cool in terms of highlighting the stuff. Or do we go full no RGB? Yeah, that's what I was thinking too, ASUS. I was thinking the same thing. Plus, I mean, we've already got all this other stuff, so I think we just keep it ASUS for now. I think we keep it all ASUS for now because we're having some fun, and they're the ones who, not that I really honestly think a little bit of uplighting in there, and again, we have some white light here, but again, if you wanted to and go no RGB, you could go with the Noctua NFA12 that we have here, but I'm gonna use these since we already have Armory Crate that's gonna be installed anyway, so I'm gonna do lighting. I wanna have a little bit of lighting, just white, just to highlight the stuff inside. So let's do the little subtle on the bottom. I just think it's gonna be a little bit cleaner, that's all. It'll be monochrome. Oh, cool. Look at this. They actually put the tough in the inside here. We'll keep it monochrome, but it's going to have a little... See, like, the cool thing is it's going to have a little bit of side lighting, which I think is going to be nice. And please don't think I'm not listening to you guys. I'm just visualizing. The one thing I always like turning on the build and having just a little bit to show the inside, especially in darker builds like this. So it's not that I'm not ignoring you. Please don't leave me and be like, you never listen to me. Ah! And then like rage or whatever. Please don't rage. Okay, so we're gonna pull our, I just think the little bit of RGB lighting would be good. And it's not, I'm not gonna have it like just, I think even like a little white or even like a little bit of a yellow light just to kind of highlight the dark parts on the inside. I think it's gonna be neat. I just want a little bit of light on the inside. I'm gonna go ahead and take out this roof fan too. Because I think it'll just give us that much more, because remember the top will be really dark. So this will highlight a lot of the color, I mean a lot of the parts on the inside. And then you'll also get the white light from the RGB RAM too. I like that, Araxnus. Thank you for supporting me, Araxnus. I don't want my friends to think I'm boring, but I also want to look professional. This gives me both. Let's go with it. I think I might need, I'm gonna see what they give us. Might need an RGB hub. Making the build more complicated, boys and girls. Okay, so what we're doing right now is we're just putting in our fans. Got the cables in there. I think these are standard. I'm curious. Wait. I think I got sent. Yeah, I did. So, it's like they thought of everything. For the bottom two fans, we're actually going to use the reverse fans because they're going to be intake. So I'm actually going to use the reverse fans for the bottom. It's like he knew that I might do this. Hey, thank you very much for the, is it Dapsy? No, Psycho Kitty, thank you very much for the sub. There we go. Bottom, 3 at the bottom. I'm actually going to be okay. I got enough. Okay, so we'll be okay. I have one there. No, I think we run that one at the top. Okay, so I don't need the splitter. I will need an RGB hub or a fan. Just RGB. Okay. All right, so there's those. Grab a couple reverse fans here. Kind of like what JJ's saying, I'm just gonna give it a little bit of extra love, and a little extra airflow does not hurt. But we've already done our full review of this case. Everything he's saying, we can back up with the data that's actually in the review if you want to see it. So, because thermals in this case were good. There we go. No, Skilo, because of all the ventilation, the fans can actually, in many ways, unobstructively pull air from around them, right? That's what all the ventilation holes and stuff are for. So it lessens the need for fans. Obviously, direct airflow does things like, for instance, when your GPU's at idle and all that sort of stuff, right? It's not passively cooling, it's actively cooling. So that's one thing that fans do is they just create active cooling zones when fans and stuff don't need to run, especially on your GPU at low temperatures where you may want to have something a little bit quieter. But no, he is not wrong. There's so much ventilation and holes in this that the fans are able to just kind of pull air where they need. It's better on the non-tempered glass version. Like they have a non-tempered glass version of this, the ventilated one, which actually works a little bit better because again, you obviously have all the holes, but Yeah, no, he's not. What he's saying is not wrong. Okay, guys. This is a little detour I wasn't expecting, but we're doing it for the aesthetics and the uplighting, just to make the build just a little bit cleaner. So that's what I decided I want to do. And I'm here building it and you are not. So thank you for your patience. And we're going to use the reverse fans, which means we get to, what we're going to do is just pull this, the bottom just magnetically pops right off. They're also magnetic, which is nice. So they stick. Makes it easier to just kind of screw things in. There we go. Next one. Oh, actually, I forgot these daisy chain. Oh, that'll be fine. The PWM doesn't, but the RGB does, so. Go. A little bit more. There we go, guys. Okay. There we go, we got a nice clean look here. Out the cables real quick. I forgot to charge it. Or normally that's what I would have done. So lesson learned here is charge your WoW stick. Don't be like me. Don't be a dummy and forget to charge your WoW stick. Okay, we're just routing cables to the back here. Routing my cables here, guys. Down to the bottom here. This is going very well, let me just tell you. And by very well, I mean not very well. There we go. Can we get through? There we go. Okay, what I'm going to do now is just run a zip tie here at the center. Got some nice active cooling now for our GPU. it's not. Okay, we're just making sure that stays clean. Our first zip tie of the build. Okay, so all of our fans are in now. Let's throw that away. So all of our fans are in now for our case, right? So now we'll have the uplight here, right? Because remember, this is gonna have that face plate there. So again, that's not gonna be a big deal. So now the next step is, let's get our connectors connected, which I think will be awesome. So get these kind of squared away here, and then, wow, this is a long, give us a very long HD audio cable. Okay, so HD audio, we're gonna route that. It's gonna come out right here. There we go. USB, our front panel header, there's headers. It's not a unified front panel. It's gonna come out over here, okay. Then we have our USB-C, USB 3, then come out right there. And I'll also do the same thing with our USB here. Okay, let's see how that looks, and then we'll go from there. We also have, I'm gonna go ahead and route real quick, our 2 fan headers for our rear fan, our side fan there, and then up here, pull this through. And then this is gonna go over here. So we'll plug all that in here in a minute. Okay, cool. All right, so that's all of our cables. Let's lay it down and get them plugged in. It's not gonna look pretty yet. We just started though. Okay, so first one we're gonna do, top corner, plug in our rear fan. Okay, over here, I'm gonna grab our USB-C. There you go. Now I'm gonna see if this actually works. We're gonna have to see here. Oh. I don't think it's gonna work, unfortunately. That one works, but this one is gonna have to go through the side here. Okay, USB 3.2. Maybe that'd be okay. I'm gonna try it one more time. What I'm doing right now, guys, I'm trying to make this look the best, and I'm gonna see if I can make it do that. Go to the side here. Yep, that works. Okay, cool. So what I did is I essentially just made this very tight right angle, so that way we don't have extra cables coming out of this, so we can hide that. The crazy thing is that because I have these fans in the way, you're not gonna really be able to clearly see where I'm plugging in all of these cables like I normally do, because I put in the fans first. So I'll try and show you when our power comes on for our roaming cam. There we go. HD audio. And this one just goes power plus minus, power switch. Okay, so all our front panels are plugged in now. Let's get this tight and cleaned up. Ugh. I really want to make sure that this looks really good. And this is going to have to be really tight because we have that 360 millimeter. Okay, so I'm probably going to want to see how tight this needs to be, because we still have to do the 360 millimeter AIO on this. It's going to be tight, so we'll want to keep the rest of these loose. Let's get our AIO installed. I know this is usually I'll do some cable management, but given how, like, this is the thing about SFF, you kind of have to throw some of the playbook out the window just to make sure that you have all the room you need to put in components and stuff like that. So there's a little bit of, okay, is this the right thing, and that sort of thing, before you kind of move on to doing cable management and stuff, because then once it's kind of all put in and put together, you can then figure the rest of it out. But I mean, the build itself, like the front actually looks really clean, and especially when you get the PSU in. But yeah, let's finish this out here first, and then we'll go from there. Okay, so let's get our AIO in and get that installed first, and then we'll figure out cable management. It looks good, yeah. So far I like it. I think it's going to end up being a very attractive build. Especially when I get the cable management and stuff done. So far so good though. Okay, ProArt LC360 time. Ugh. Yeah, I did. I was able to eat 2 corn dogs. I scarfed 2 corn dogs and had a little bit of some pirate's booty, and then ran back here. I had to be energized for this stream. How we doing likes on YouTube, guys? I like corn dogs. Corn dogs are like, I don't know, man. There's just something about a good corn dog. I don't get them from Costco, though. I don't like Costco corn dogs. They're too, like, they don't cook in the air fryer as well. Yeah, they're Foster Farms, the honey ones. Wow, look at the, wow, that's cool. Look at the seal on this thing. And it's a very, very small pump head, which is actually really cool too. Okay. This is going to be going like this, which we actually have a good amount of room here. I'm curious if I have to go. Looking at this, do I have to go this way? And the tubes on this are really long. That gives me a lot of tubes versus getting the room the other way. But luckily it's an SFF PSU. I think I want the tubes the other way. Okay. Okay, let's check out these fans. Oh, there it is. These are metal. Oh, wow. Wow, those are like legit fans. Holy moly. Wow, those are crazy. Oh, wow. Wow, those are some crazy fans. Wow, look at that, guys. Yeah, those are some premium fans, guys. So they give you 4 long fans and then they give you 1 to kind of extend. But the good thing is that because of how this, they daisy chain together, so we should be okay. We should only need 1 of those. Wow, these are some really nice fans. They're the stealth metal fans, the Apex stealth metal fans from AlphaCool. Those are crazy fans, guys. Wow. Okay, so if this is like this. Okay, that's how I want to put them in there. Okay, cool. Those are some crazy fans. And look at, I mean, like they're machined. Dude, that is bonkers. Those are nuts. Wow. Oh, those are really crazy. Yeah, very classy. Two more to go. Wow, 3 of these fans, $109. Yeah, Sinbad, these are some nice fans, dude. Let's just be real. These fans are crazy. Nice, Spaceman. We're getting there. Just putting the AIO together now. Hey, ZigPC, thank you for the 5 gifted subs. How are we doing likes on YouTube, guys? Yeah, they're supposed to be very quiet, yes. Oh, I need to not do this then. Wait a minute, I have these, I need these the other way. There, if I was going to daisy chain, I need to go the other way. I need one of these to be, this is what I come off of, so. That'll plug in, oh, okay, no, I'm fine. Okay, I'm good. Okay, I'm good. Just had a mental breakdown there for a second, guys. I'm okay. My mind is fine. Even the screws, right? You know what I mean? Like the screws have divots and these have divots, right? Like the screws are super machined to fit perfectly too. It's pretty crazy. Okay, 2 fans in. Okay, one more fan, guys. There we go. Last one. Some crazy fans. It actually comes with a microfiber cloth too. Accessory kit. There we go. Okay. Go. Make sure they look super clean. Takes a little bit of practice to get them to look nice, but they're all sealed in there now. And these are super machined. Okay, now Run that out of the back. And then one thing I'm gonna do real quick is grab the low-key PSU cable. And go ahead and run the, oh man, look at that. It's a lot of zip ties, which makes me happy. We're gonna grab our CPU cable. What the? Oh, there's power cables. There's power screws in here, which usually is not in there. That surprises me. Okay. 16 pin. Okay, there's our CPU cable. We got 2 sets of CPUs. So that's pretty cool. Okay, there we go. Okay, so we'll grab the rest of these later. I just wanted to make sure I grabbed the CPU cable because I want to put that in before I put the AIO in. Like I said, I really love these cables, especially this PSU, because A, it has pretty long cables for an SFX PSU, and then the other thing too is that the cables are very easy to cable manage, which, you know, when you're doing small form factor is a huge bonus, right? So. All right. Get back to that here in a minute. Throw this in here. Okay. Cooking with that gas now, guys. AIO's ready. What did I do with the radiator screws? Oh, I guess I didn't take them out. Our radiator screws, which are labeled, which is nice. Okay, now, so we're gonna go to our side camera here, which take this, plug this into our CPU header, because that's gonna run our fans. Take this, which is going to run that's going to go into our AIO header. We have a very long USB cable, which is nice too. Stick that down there for now. Plug in right there. And we're going to take this. And this is going to go also up here. Okay. Got everything routed now. There we go. Okay. There we go. Okay. Hold that right there for now. Things you can do when multitasking, guys. Think we can show the TF120 LED fans rotating stripe element? Once the what is that on the side? I can show that for sure. Yeah, for sure. And that's the side part, JJ? Whoa. Wow, that one's like, it's so smooth. I wasn't ready how smooth that was. If you rotate the fan. Oh, yeah, I can show that. Oh, okay, I'll have to look at that. Yeah. Oh man, come on. Yeah, okay, let me grab one of the fans out of here. Oh, I see what you're saying. Yeah, okay. So what he's talking about here, guys, is that on the side of the fan, going to top down. So if you have it rotated this way, you have a single stripe. If you rotate it this way, you have a double stripe. And then depending on which rotation you want, you can choose the light design that you want to have visible. I have the single stripe because again, I wanted to run the cable, but again, you have the option of how you want your fan to look. And you could actually have it, the cool thing is that the way if you look right here, and then like you take a second fan, you actually have a continuation in some regards too. So you can actually have the fans continue. Right? Oh no, no, I'm sorry, I was wrong. Yeah, sorry, they continue, sorry. So when you do it, I'll do it the right way. So when you do it, depending on which one you do, the fan actually looks continuous too. So if you were to do the single, it lines up single as well, if that makes sense. So in other words, whichever way you choose, the side pattern changes based on that, which is actually really cool. And it's also something you could, if you wanted to, take out your fans, rotate them, and just use them as a way to change the design element if you wanted to too, right? You're like, oh, well, I want to just change it up a little bit. And it's a big enough design change that you would note, like somebody would probably notice that. Which is pretty cool. Yeah, it's a really neat feature. Okay, now let's get this all mounted. I want to make sure this all works the way that I think it's going to work. So that's the important part here. And then once I know, then I will finish. Ooh, shoot. After all that, I forgot to actually put in my CPU cable, guys. I might actually be okay because it looks like it's pretty low here. Okay, here we go, guys. We have like a lot of cables. This is not usually how I do it, but welcome to SFF. Okay, just looking at the top down here. Okay. Okay, a little bit. Okay, there we go. I could have. Let's just. Okay. Just putting this on now. Okay, let's get this screwed all the way down. We're gonna go in order here. Get that all the way tight. And then I can just tighten all the rest. Okay. I will say this, I think this build's gonna come out actually really good looking. Okay. Oh, okay, give me my fan. Give me my fan back. There we go. All right. Okay, guys. I think we have it all. Going to the side there. Okay, let's get this kind of cleaned up, and then I think we'll probably do PSU and route, so that way we have all of our kind of main cables in our main stuff in, and then we can start figuring out how we're going to cable manage here. Okay. Okay. I'm gonna try and get that. We should try and get this up so it's not visible. So let's zip tie that up. So I want no cables visible if possible. Not that you'll see the cables on this side, but the cleaner the actual better, right? All right, guys. I think stuff is happening. I think right now we just got to figure out where our PSU is going to go. And luckily, I think it's going to go right here at the bottom slot, which will be fine. This is the nice thing about the low-key, is that the low-key is an SFXL PSU, so it should be good in terms of just fitting. So let's get our PSU in, and then we can start cable managing. And honestly, the last thing we'll put into this build is going to be the GPU, which I didn't actually plan it that way, but it looks like that's how it's going to kind of end up working out. Which, I mean, hey, that's a win. That's what we're all here for, right? Is that beautiful PSU. I'm not going to do all the screws on the AIO yet, until I know that this is all gonna work, and then I'll put in all the final screws. But so far, I mean, the thing will be there, so it'll be nice and low. But I mean, I gotta admit, man, this design on these fans, plus when you have like the light and the up thing, I think it's gonna look really cool. I'd almost like it if I could keep the hoses just above. Like if I could keep the hoses to do that, and it's like just up above the RAM, I think that'd be a nice look, and then you'll still get the pump stuff, which will be kind of neat. So that's where I'm going for visually. And then I think, like I said, I think our PSU is gonna be right here, which should be fine. And then again, it makes that natural curve, which is actually pretty cool. So I think that's how our PSU is gonna look, and you'll just have that nice clean bundle of cables. So I think it's actually gonna end up looking really nice. It's gonna be another one of those builds I don't wanna take apart, guys. Which happens to me all the time. And look at our cute low-key PSU, guys. Look at this thing. It's just so small. Actually, this may install different. Let me look. Oh, I got the book. I gotta figure this out. Last time I used a full ATX. Oh, it almost installs. No? Yeah, it's super tiny. Just trying to figure out how to get this in as an SFX. This is an SFX L PSU. This looks like it almost uses two. Do I need to use it? Does it? I don't think you have to use an ATX PSU. I don't think so. I know, it's like, but it's like I don't know how to mount it otherwise. So I'm looking real quick. But I think you can use an SFXL. I'm looking. If not, we'll switch to an Aura. Oh, the page just crashed. Okay. I don't know why our music stopped. There it goes. It doesn't, I can't tell if this is the same one. Let me zoom into this, hold on. Always a fun, okay, take this out. This looks like for full, but where's for where's for, does this support SFXL? It shows for ATX PSUs. Oh, let me look. That's a good question. Yeah, it's use this. Yeah. Yeah. I forgot about this part. Yeah, I needed the PSU thing. Thank you. I know there was something I was forgetting. Yeah, I just need an adapter bracket. Thank you. I knew my mind was, I was like, this doesn't make sense. We're good. Everything's fine. Everything's fine here. How are you? I want this to go like this. That should be fine. Okay, cool. All right, cool. We're good. We're good. Everything's fine. Everything's okay. Just need my PSU screws. Nothing to see here. Robey just forgot. It's been a while. Sorry. I build as many PCs as I do, but I don't remember everything sometimes. top down. Wow, thanks. Happens with old age, huh? The good thing is because of this, we'll have like very little cable visible, which will be nice. Yeah, that should be good. Okay. All right, there we go. All loaded up now. Tiny PSU, tied into mount. Okay. That takes care of that. Now we just need our two additional cables. We already got our CPU cable in, so we just need to grab our motherboard cable and our GPU cable, which is one of the things I love about this particular cable. This is going to go right here. There we go. We also want our ARGB cable. This will make that white, even though you won't see it. It'll still be some little bit of underglow, so we'll run that. And the last thing we need is our big cable, our biggin. What's up, Mark? How are you? Tartar Sauce, thank you very much. Do the Drew, thank you very much. Electrothermal, thank you very much. Zig PC gift and subs as well. Okay. Okay, there we go. All of our connections in. Here we go. Okay. And there we go, guys. PSU is ready to go in. Only thing I got to do is plug in our. Hopefully I can get to it. I think I should be able to. Luckily, there shouldn't be anything that I won't be able to get to here. And then this is side. Unfortunately, I gotta move this one up here. Okay, so now our cables are plugged in. Okay, fans are in. Look at that. It's going to be a very clean looking build, guys. Okay, so now we have that. And we now know it all fits. So I can now screw to my heart's content, as weird as that sounds. Okay. So now let's put these in and then make this look fabulous. There it is. Screw that down so it won't go anywhere. What do you guys think so far? Next step is just to make the back look good. Right now it looks like a little bit of a train wreck, but we'll make it look good. Okay, let's get our radiator put in. Let's get our radiator screws put in. And then basically have it all done, guys. I mean, in terms of like, it's just about some cable management and get our GPU in last. Getting it. How we doing likes on YouTube, guys? $207, let's get those last ones, guys. Okay, I like it. This build is coming out great. Hopefully JJ was rooting me on here. He's like, let's see if it can. It's so good. It looks so good. Even Robey can make it look good. I think I want to buy, that's a great case. That's a great case. I have no issue with that case. I can't read your name, but it's a great case. And don't forget, everybody is eligible to be entered to win. You have to be 18, US, Canada, Mexico. Sorry, I should be really clear about that. But if you want to, all you gotta be is following on Twitch and subscribed on YouTube. But if you want to get extra entries, you can do that. You can subscribe on Twitch for your extra entries. Okay, so now we're at the point, guys. So I now have enough here. The situation is like now well enough in hand that I can actually do some cable management, because I know. Oh, interesting. Okay. This time I'm gonna have to do one thing. Let's order of operations change here. Should have plugged it in before. Oh, it's a different screw. Oh, that's not, that's okay, that's why. Okay, there we go. Wow, that is. Okay. There we go. All right. Not that you can see it, but just got to make sure that that was screwed in. Okay, now guys, we need to make it look. You need to get this back a little under control here. It's a little nuts. It's usually not like this bad at this point, but right now we gotta start working on it here. Look at this. That is not usually how a Robeytech build looks. Now it's time to get that fixed here. Oh yeah. Okay, let's start with this. And that is gonna have to go, I think we can actually route this like this, which would be cool. So I was wondering how I was gonna be able to route that, but if I route that like that, I'll still get a clean PSU line there, which will look nice. Okay, cool. This needs to daisy chain into these other fans here, but I can now take this, plug this where I had it, which is right here. Okay. Actually, I'm gonna probably run this to here. I just want to keep this. I want to keep this clean. Probably run both of these this way. Now why I'm choosing this is I want the front, this cable that I'm controlling right now, I want it to not zoom out on the board. So by pinning it into the far corner like this, I'm getting rid of excess cable, but the other thing I'm also doing is just making sure that it stays at the right angle. And then before I zip this all the way down, what I'm gonna do is make sure that it's like running across the top and stuff. Okay, so we're good there, okay. I can zip this down. Wow, really? I missed one. Okay. like missed it completely. There we go. Wow, really? Feeling it. I have to say, I like where the cable ties are. Tie downs are nice in this case, okay. Okay, that takes care of that. So now we have there's a tie down there. Probably makes the most sense. So we'll tie that down there. Little by little, we slowly start controlling our cables. Trying to get this cable, there we go. We can't block this too much, but we want it to hold these cables down. Okay. Now for this one, I think we'll be able to move this over here. That'll be fine. Oops. Okay, this will control this one. Okay, this is fine. This I could probably just tie into here. Get that mess of cables down. So working our way around a little bit at a time. Slowly getting the cables under control, clean, so that way when you work on the PC it just looks nice. I know this is not everybody's favorite thing, but I just feel like if you're going to spend this kind of money on a PC, you might as well make it look finished, presentable. Okay. Okay, great. Well, I forgot to plug in two things, so that's good. I need to find out where my RGB header is, and I need to plug in my USB on the side here. So let's get that squared away. USB is to control our pump. Go. Okay, that's in. And then I think, do we have an RGB? We do, we have one right there, perfect. Okay, so we'll take this. And then we'll plug this into the RGB header. Actually, this board has a lot of RGB headers, which is nice. There we go. Okay. Okay, so now all of the connections we need are on the motherboard now. Okay. top down. Now what we're doing is we're just moving everything over. Slowly working our way. You do not want this to be too low, right? Because you still have to get the back on. So we're just making sure the back will go on here. Okay, now we're gonna take these, and these are our RGB for our other two fans. There we go. It's gonna plug into this. We'll get all our RGB done. Thank you very much, ASUS, for making these daisy chainable. Perfect. And then we're gonna grab our RGB for our PSU, and we're gonna daisy chain that in too. So now we have all of our RGB daisy chained. Okay. And we don't have a lot of room here on the back part, so like I think what we're gonna see what we can do here is see if we can make a nice clean RGB wire collection here. Main reason being is that, like I said, if you do it this way, the one thing that becomes really nice about this is that then it makes it easy to say, oh, my RGB's out, and you know what the clump is for RGB, if that makes sense. So that's what we're gonna do here. Make an RGB clump. Blondie forgot to like? What? Wow, she was like telling people but then didn't like herself? She's like, wow, that's what you don't look at anything else, but that's what you read? Yeah, that's just kind of the way it works sometimes, right? Okay, there's our RGB. There it is, YouTube Gold Reach, guys. We'll do that giveaway right away, actually. Give me a second, we'll run that one. All right, guys, there we go. So we got kind of a spine going there. The last thing I got to deal with is this little situation here. Need this to be up. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and start pulling these because they're getting in the way now. Okay, let's run that giveaway for the $25 New gift card, exclamation point community. 2 minutes, guys, 2 minutes starting right now. Exclamation point community. Two minutes, and we got a dad joke as well. Everybody's in the mood. Everybody's having a fun mood today. Okay. Congratulations, guys, on unlocking that. Okay. Well, that's how it was. Looks way cleaner now. I think you guys would agree. So that's, I mean, like now when you look at the side, look, it's all flat. Now we still have two cables we got to manage, nothing too big. We'll clean this up at the very end just to make the cables look the best for the PSU, but we got to route this one. Okay. We're just going to figure out the GPU, and then we'll take care of these last little cables, but this will be blocked, like this part will actually be blocked, so figure that here in a minute, but we can actually do our GPU. Congratulations to Spazzing Out. Spazzing Out is the winner of our giveaway. Okay. Guys, it's time to check out the new GPU. Oh no, what do you guys think, huh? Looks nice and clean, right? This stuff here you won't even see. because we'll have that cover in front of it. So it'll like, and again, I'm trying to get this to be more like almost top line here. So it just like kind of curves on above. I could even do that, and so then it's almost like the T. I think that would look pretty neat. So it could actually zip tie that there, so it like looks like it's. Yeah, we may not need to. We'll have to look how it goes. Okay, let's get our GPU in. Ugh. So going to our top down, this is what the build looks like. We're gonna get our GPU in now. But again, I think it looks really clean. And again, we have like very little cabling visible. I'll work on getting this thing, so this will be nice and clean here too. Actually, we could put if we put one of these on it. There we go, one more. Go. Put those on. Wrap them around. That'll make that look nice and clean. Okay, let's take a look at our new GPU. And then what you guys have is that when you take this, remember, this will cover all that. So I can actually go ahead and screw that in now. There we go. And we'll get all this cleaned up here in a minute, but like from all the directions, once we get this all done, this will look really, really nice. Okay, let's get our GPU in, guys. This is the GPU we're gonna be giving away at the end of the stream right here. This is the ASUS Prime RTX 4070 Super. This is an this is a NVIDIA SFF ready PSU, which is awesome. It also has the Prime designation, which again is part of their visual design. The other thing too is it's usually kind of, they're more approachable. You can look at it as not cheap, but more affordable, right? So it usually, you know, it lacks some of the RGB and all that sort of stuff. It still does have an overclock edition. The one that we have here has an overclock edition. So again, and we've done a whole kind of overview on the Robeytech YouTube channel to talk about the different brands, but this one is a triple fan design. There is, if you're looking for a white card, there is a white and black dual card that you can get as well, right? But I don't think they've announced a white version of that either. But this is the GPU we're going to be giving away at the end of the stream. And then again, we're going to go ahead and do the unboxing for it here. So we're going to unbox the ASUS Prime. This is, like I said, their new one. There we go. Boom. And then of course on the inside here, guys, get that standard kind of ASUS, that kind of standard ASUS packaging. And then inside you have your cable, and then you have a card. And this card is a lot smaller than it kind of looks inside of the case here. And there you go, guys. That is it. That is a nice looking card. And then we can still peel it. There we go. And then we got one more peel here. And the shroud, even though it looks like the tough, the shroud is actually kind of like a hard plastic. There we go. Boom. And there you go, guys. There's the card. 3-fan design there. This is actually kind of more of a plastic too, so it's not metal, which is obviously going to save a little bit in terms of cost. And we still have our little thing here. And then we have three display port and an HDMI right there. But yeah, there it is. There is the ASUS Prime triple fan RTX 4070 Super. What do you guys think? Yeah, I think it looks nice. And again, because this is an NVIDIA card, that means that we have things like DLSS, Ray Reconstruction, ray tracing, frame generation in games like Alan Wake 2, Black Myth Wukong. You see it in Star Wars Outlaws. It's also in Final Fantasy 16 that just launched today. And so if you guys want some examples, down in the YouTube video, I actually put some links to some videos if you want to see some examples of that ray tracing stuff as well as all the other technology. And also, definitely recommend on top of using Armory Crate for like your GPU tweaker and stuff like that, downloading the new NVIDIA Beta app is also a huge benefit of running NVIDIA at this point in time. So, and again, I'm not telling you one is bad or good. I'm just giving you the option if we've talked about other ones, other card options if you want to save money. But like I said, if you're playing single player, like blockbuster titles, like the ones that I play, NVIDIA definitely has the edge there for sure. Okay, guys, there it is. Two slot card. pop it in here. Look at that. That looks nice and good inside of that. That's a nice looking card, honestly. Because it's light, or you know what I mean? Like in terms of sag bracket and stuff like that, it's also not gonna have sag issues, which is cool. Okay, let's see what I got here for cable length here. A little bit. That's why. Oh, I think what I can do is actually okay, what we're gonna do is we're just gonna plug this in like this. And then what we're gonna do is tuck it. Okay, that's clean. That looks nice and clean. Okay. Gosh darn it, come on. Oh man. Okay, maybe I shouldn't put this like shroud on, but I'm going with the choice anyway. I'm owning my choice, sticking with it. We're just making the rest of it look pretty now. I just want no dangling cables. Like that's, I hate that. I want it to all look clean. Oh, come on. Last bit of this case is fighting me a little bit, but when you're this close, you don't want anything that's going to make it not look nice. Okay, there we go. Okay, I used way more zip ties than I thought I would, but okay, build is done. Okay, so I basically just made sure from all angles, when you look at this build, like it's just clean. You know what I mean? Like even like where the GPU is. You know what I mean? You can look in that area. Like even that looks really clean. You know what I mean? So all in all, and of course even the back. There you go. The back even looks really clean too. It's all well routed and it's all clean. So it's just again, and yeah, we just wanted to make sure it looks really, really straightforward and clean. I mean, you guys want to see, especially when you showcase builds, you know what I mean? You want to make sure that they are actually showcases. Okay, let's put it back together now. There we go, first part. Oh, I think it goes, no? Oh, there we go. This is going to take a little bit of work, but just got to get it in and then slide it down, which is going to take. There we go. Easy. Looks clean even through it, right? Which is what I want. And there we go, guys. There is the full build ready to go. Yeah, the PSU's on. I think I remember doing that, so. But I can get to it. I can see the PSU button right here. So it's not hard to not get to. Okay, let's look at our zip tie count. Yeah, I can get to the button. It is on. Well, I'm gonna do one more thing. I see this. Just help make it look a little bit more polished, that's all. There we go. Okay. We use a lot of zip ties, guys. Okay, let's see how we did, guys. Top down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There's 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There's 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There's 15. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There's 20. We're almost to where I normally am. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There's 25. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 30. It's even, guys. And even 30 zip ties today. It's even. Okay, so zip ties are done. Let's just go and talk about VIP/CDK deals real quick, and then we'll get this turned on, and you guys can vote on. Will it post? No deals tonight because this is like sponsored by ASUS, but yeah, we do want to talk about VIPs just because people need OSs. So. Then we'll get it turned on. Check a couple stats. Make sure it's all lit correctly and go from there. Okay. Sitting on my phone, not a good thing. Wow, guys, that was a build. That was a build, if I have to say so myself. Okay, so when you get finished with a build like this, you want to pick up a copy of Windows, you want to do an installation, stuff like that. We can pick up a copy of Windows for a couple $100, but here at VIP/CDKdeals.com, you can pick up a copy of Windows for $23.65. You can pick up an Windows 11 Pro for $32.45 and Windows 11 Home for $30. So, which is usually a couple $100 over at Best Buy or Newegg or something like that. So, but the best thing about it, let's say for instance you want to pick up Windows 11 Pro, which is the one that I always use and what we actually have on this build right here. Hit buy now. Oops, hold on one sec. Let me log in. Usually I'm logged in, but I wasn't this time. You hit buy now. If you put in code RBCK and hit apply at checkout, what was $32.45 drops down to $22.71. The same thing can also be said for Office. So if you don't want to pay for Office 365, you want to get an older version of Office. They have Office 2021, Office 2019, Office 2016. Here we can pick up Office 2019 for $67.18. But again, same thing. Hit buy now. Use code RBCK at checkout. Hit apply. And what was $67.18 drops down to $47.03. Literally, guys, we've had thousands and thousands of people pick up copies of Office and windows here from VIP/CDKdeals.com. Literally, if you have questions, you can ask just in chat if you really want to. And they have great customer service, so if you have any questions, just ask right in chat, and there you go. Also, we're not going to talk about deals, but I do want to tell you guys about Robeytech.com. So if you guys have a build or whatever it was, the one thing I like about what we've added here for Robeytech.com is, like, say for instance, you're like, hey, I want to build a build in the AP201. You can hit search, and now all of the builds, like here's the ASUS Prime build for $2,000, and you can see here's all the parts. It gives you a great idea to basically find parts. So for any case, so for instance, same thing. You go back to home. We've done inside of the GT302. So you can sit here and search Robeytech. Oops, search Robeytech, hit GT302, which is our BTF case that we did. Do a search there, and there you go. Here's an ARGB build. So every build we build in, you can always find stuff like that. You just basically go here. It's got the video, so you can follow along, as well as a great place to find parts, etc. So Robeytech.com. The other thing is, a lot of people talk about supporting, but they can't do things like subscriptions. You can always go here if you want to have me build your PC, like you want to have that happen on the stream, or if you're shopping at Best Buy, Lenovo, any of those places, all you can do is click on the link. You can go here, and then again, it doesn't cost you anything extra, but we do get a nice little kickback. So just head over to Robeytech.com if you can't, but if you're doing your regular shopping at Target, Amazon, Newegg, Lenovo, any of those places, you can just take care of that right there, which would be absolutely amazing. So anyway, that's Robeytech.com, a great place to find information on builds. We also have resources like GPU drivers, how to install Windows, CPU minimum requirements, PSU minimum requirements, and all that sort of stuff. So make sure you visit on a regular basis. It would be awesome if you did. So that is it. I think we're ready to turn this bad boy on. And hopefully the prediction, it looks like we also have a dad joke request. So let's get that ready. Yeah, it's a really reasonable sized card, and it looks really good inside of this case. So, okay, so let's do our dad joke real quick.
Now, another Robeytech dad joke phone out.
Okay, here is the dad joke. Why shouldn't you tell secrets in a cornfield? Why shouldn't you tell secrets in a cornfield? There's too many ears, guys. Too many ears. Duh. That's why you should never tell secrets in a cornfield. Too many ears. There you have it. Another Robeytech dad joke. Okay, let's grab our cables here. Ugh. And guys, by the way, I've been talking to the team over at ASUS, and I know a lot of people have been asking, but one of my favorite keyboards, we're going to be checking out one of my favorite keyboards and stuff. We're actually going to be, because a lot of people say, what keyboard and mouse do you use? And the ones that I use the Harp Ace Edition from ASUS. That's the one that I usually use, and then I usually use a ROG Azoth is my keyboard of choice, and I have like a number of these Azoths. So I was like talking to JJ, I was like, hey guys, people always ask what keyboards and mice I use for most of my normal gaming, and that is the one that I normally use. So we're going to be replacing the Cooler Master ones that they gave us a while ago for the ones that I actually use, and I love them. I think we're actually going to the Falchion for this one. So anyway, we're going to be checking some of that stuff out, and we have the UCDP OLED that has 4K 240 and 1080p 420. A dual, so we're going to be replacing the Xeneon monitor now with that ROG monitor. So it's actually pretty cool. And now it's a lot of times, because people always ask, so like, Roby, those are the ones that I actually use to game on. And so I wanted to make sure that we actually use the ones that I use. So, and I got to hydrate too, so I'll get that done. Okay. Not going to put that in yet. Ugh. I think that's what we said, right? I think it was the Falchion that we're using for this one. If JJ can correct me if I'm wrong. Okay, so we're ready there. I'm going to take a quick drink real quick. I'm going to set up my keyboard and mouse. That's an LG, I don't remember exactly. It's a 89-inch LG OLED. It's funny because I don't even know what this keyboard is. Okay, there we go. Okay, cool. Okay, here we go, guys. I see power. I see power, I see everything. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. Wait, I think I put this on upside down. Yeah, I did. That would help. 3, 2, 1. It's on. I see lights. There it goes. Wow, that actually looks really good. Oh, one of the fans is not spinning. This one. Oh, it's because the oh, that would help. Ow. One of these cables is stopping it from spinning. Find out why it was. Okay, guys, I'm gonna have to run this down because I was like blocking the airflow from the. There we go. Okay. And by the way, guys, just so you know, we are posted. And there we are. We are posted. So at F1, go to the BIOS. We're going to turn on XMP. And then everything else is good. F10. Yes. I think I forgot to actually enable XMP, guys. I think I didn't do it. I didn't trim the fan. I meant I trimmed. Man, they're getting a lot of air. Okay. Oh, it's enabled. Okay, good. We're good. Okay. So we're enabled. There we go. Now, we're gonna change everything to white because we really want it to be subtle. Okay. Let's grab our DisplayPort cable. Ugh. Ooh, that got really quiet. It's like, oh, there it goes. Let this run. It's been a while since we prepped this build. Yeah, I'm pretty sure airflow is going to be awesome, and I'm excited to see it here in just a second. Let's get into Armory Crate though. Okay. Keep changes. We're at 100%. Perfect. Cancel. Oh, it looks like we have a couple drivers that went out of date, so we'll update those real quick. Manage downloads. Wow, that is really quiet. When those fans stopped, I was like, dang, you can't even hear it anymore. It is very quiet. Once this download's done, and I do the updates, then I'll change the RGB, and then we'll get it all the way it needs to look. We probably have a lot of stuff that has to be addressed here. You guys are watching like mad work right here. Okay, so that's gonna have to finish. Okay, restart now. Wait for, okay. Always a little bit, it's like sometimes when we have to prep, we prep the build on this a while too. It takes a while, yeah. What do you mean, juicy cup? Okay. Just finish this stuff up, and then we'll throw some temps on there. Make sure it looks good. Okay, so that's all good. Let's check this. There we go. Go. Star Wars updated. There we go. Oh. Oh, that's like really running. It's like seeing other installations. I've never seen that. Okay, the plug-in for the AIO is installing. Let that finish. You're well, Utimat. That's what I'm here for. I'm here to remind you. Okay, let's go to our fan expert here in a minute. I'll do that once I'll do that here in a minute. I first want to do here. Let's go to RFX. We're just going to do static. Just going to make it white. There we go. Okay. See, now I think that is going to look good. Now you just have a nice clean look to it, right? And you got like a nice highlight of everything inside the build, right? The other thing too that I actually think would actually look really good is actually like an orange, like almost like a gold. Or like a gold like that. That would look really good. Almost like more like a gold, which I think looks really good. Actually, I kind of like this other one better. It's a little pea-ish. Ooh, that's too yellow. There you go, like almost like a gold. I really liked my original one. There we go. That's kind of like a Pro Art, like almost like a light brown, which I actually like that. Yeah, like the golden one. Yeah. Okay, so let's throw our thing on here, and then we'll run our fan expert. Oops, wow, almost, that's a good idea. Here we go, guys. That's a nice, clean looking build. And then you've also got through the front, by the way, because of the low-key. I'll see if I can show it to you, but because of the low-key from the front, you can actually see there's a little bit of the low-key that you can see in there too. See, there's a little bit of the low-key in there that you can see as well. So, yeah, I think it came out really clean. Okay, let's run our fan expert real quick. Oh, it looks like it's already on. Let's just do some auto tuning. Yeah, that build came out really clean. Especially with the gold. I think the gold came out nice. It does have a little bit of light up, but that's just to show you pump, like how much the pump is doing, so you'll know whether the pump's at full. So there is a little light on the Pro Art. Those fans do look good. Waiting for the tuning to finish. There we go. Okay, so our fans are good. Okay, so we got all that stuff good. We got everything auto-tuned and ready to go. Everything's on. What installation? It must be this. That's weird. Why? What do you run? What's running it? Okay. That's weird because I want to. Okay, well let's run CPU ID. And then see how temps are. Okay, so we have our Intel Core i right now that's sitting at 32. 10 minutes, hit start. And man, those fans kicked up right away. Wow, those things are powerful. Dude, it's actually pushing the temp back down. Look at that. AIO pump is at max too. $32,805. Wow, those fans, man. You can even look now on the side here. Look at the pump. Like the pump's telling you it's maxing out. Yeah, it's handling this no problem. It's keeping it right at 85. It's not letting it go any. Oh, there, it just got up to 86. But for the most part, it is. I mean, it is keeping this fan, and I mean, it's pulling air in from everywhere. It actually slowed down. And then it goes. The fan slowed down there for a minute. It was like, I'm handling this. I don't need to run that fast. That's kind of interesting. Yeah, so no problem whatsoever with temps. Yeah, this is going to be fine. Yeah, like no problem. And then when you're done, it's like super quiet. Okay, this is, I'm gonna let that run real quick, and then I think this is finished. Okay, so that's good. Oh. There we go. So Raxness, the thing is that because of all of the machine holes that are in this case, the fans are being able to pull air from everywhere, if that makes sense. So again, the fans aren't one of the biggest issues when you think about fans, of course, being fed direct air, but the fact of the matter is these fans can pull in air unobstructed, even not being fed. It is more passive in terms of it's not actively being fed air, but the thing is, because of the machined holes, it's able to pull in air very, very well. Now again, we are getting additional airflow from the bottom fans as well, so it is getting some direct air, but that's the thing is when you have a case that has almost no obstruction, and again, that can mean higher dust count, but no obstruction, it's able to pull in air very easily. So yeah. So yeah, and then again, the other thing too is that that's why you almost saw like the fans stopped at one point in time, is it's just like, oh, But yeah, it can pull in air from anywhere. And the thing is these fans pull in air very well. What's wrong with I like drinking. Okay, so GPU drivers are in. We're just waiting for this last, then we'll take a look at our gaming temps. And because I'm not worried about CPU at all. Let's go to home. So everything here is fine. There we go, okay, Alt-Z. We'll show on the, and then we'll show custom, we'll show GPU temperature, shall we care, and then we have CPU utilization for now. So we'll show CPU, GPU, voltage, power, and there we go, okay. Okay, so we got that in now. Okay, so let's just do our main test real quick. Let's run Cyberpunk 2077. Yes, the bottom are intake. They're reverse. They're the new TR120, but they're reverse fans. So they're intake, reverse, yeah. No, the bottom ones are intake. They're just reverse intake. So in other words, they're reverse fans. They're just reverse fans, so they look normal, but they're actually intake. So it looks like they're exhaust. I mean, they look like they're exhaust, but they're actually intake. Again, look at that GPU temp sitting at 41 degrees. Let's give it some real juice here. So we'll go graphics, ray tracing, ultra, DLSS. We'll set it balanced. We're gonna turn frame generation on. Let's go and go to ray tracing, overdrive, DLSS on. We're gonna go to balanced. We're gonna turn on frame generations. We're gonna turn everything on. And there we go. Video, we're gonna go to full screen. Okay, we're still pulling 37 degrees Celsius. Let's like really kind of push it here. So this is maximum ray tracing. This is like pushing the GPU to see how warm we can get it. And then again, we're also doing ray trace. So this is overdrive ray tracing. So again, we're trying to hit 50 to 60, really just kind of pushing it as much as we can. And again, look at those GPU temps, 57, 58, no problem whatsoever with that cooling. 3 fans, you know, you got 3 fans cooling that GPU. So again, if you wanted to do some overclocking, all that sort of stuff. And of course, NVIDIA, you actually have their auto tuning as well as using their GPU tweak, which is ASUS's software, to actually go ahead and do some stuff where you could do some auto overclocking for your GPU. And again, you can see that this case and this GPU can completely handle it just because of the additional cooling. If this can run, come on, G, if this can run Cyberpunk, this can run Crysis. I like how people still think Crysis is like bigger than Cyberpunk 2077. It cannot run Pong though. Come on, let's not be crazy. And there you guys go. 59.68 FPS. Now, Here's my recommendation if you're really gonna play. Set it to Ray Tracing Ultra, put it on DLAA. So go to DLSS, switch it to DLAA, keep frame generation on. This is the cleanest that Cyberpunk 2077. Again, this actually uses the GPU quite a bit too, but this is raw 1440p. We're using frame gen to get it above, but this has got AI anti-aliasing, which is another thing that is unique to the 40 series. I don't know why it's not showing. Oh, there it goes. So like I said, we're pushing it, okay? But we're getting 39, 40 frames. But DLAA, this is like the cleanest it will ever look. So again, very, very crisp, very, very clean. Pac-Man, come on, guys. We're not running a supercomputer. Yeah, it's clean and chuggy for sure. Wolfenstein, you guys want to be mean. All the games that none of these PCs will ever run. I could run, yeah, maybe. Minesweeper, it can run. Flight Sim 2020. The real question is Flight Sim 2024, right? Oh man, Araxis. I don't know about that, dude. Okay, so let's set it. Let's just set it to the way that they meant for it to run. So here's DLSS running balanced, turning off frame generation. This is just basically here's your run-of-the-mill. The way that the CDPR wanted it to be run. You're just gonna play at 1440p just to show you with the 4070 Super. We're not trying to push anything, just trying to have a great graphical experience. And here you go. And I love it. It's 89, 90 frames per second. That's great. And this is just your standard best performing method of running Cyberpunk 2077 at this. I don't know if they made Ray Trace Pac-Man yet. Oregon Trail, this would probably, here's the deal, Lanceworth, it probably would die from dysentery, you know what I mean? So probably not. Yeah, what JJ's saying is that this case doesn't need the fans. We added the fans because we could, and they add a little aesthetic and uplighting to kind of showcase the build, but they are not necessary. Well, except for the rear fan, but you don't even need you could leave the non one if you wanted to. Hey, Eclipse, thank you very much for the sub. Control CTN86, thank you very much as well. Our Garrett, thank you very much for the sub. And LB Seisho, thank you for the sub as well. So you guys go, 88.22 frames per second. And as you can see, it's running it perfectly well. So there you go. Okay, so now that we've done that, guys, we've shown you CPU temps, we've shown you GPU temps, we've shown you the build inside of an AP201. We've shown you the new GPU. We've shown you the unboxing. We've shown you beauty. We've shown you grace. We've shown you potatoes in your face. No, I think we've given you the full meal deal, guys. And in the end, we came up with this very, very beautiful build. And again, huge shout out to ASUS for sponsoring the stream and letting us showcase this and for JJ chilling with us the entire time, answering all of your guys' questions. But I think it is now time for what you guys have wanted, and that is for us to give away somebody here is going to be a lucky winner of an ASUS Prime RTX 4070 Super, and we're going to be giving that away now. Couple things. One, do need to be a member of the Discord server, discord.gg/Robeytech, okay? You have to have your whispers open, and you need to be able to whisper Blondie if you win. You also need to be following on Twitch and subscribed on YouTube. So please make sure that you guys, thank you very much. I'm glad you love my face. These are the things you need to do if you want to be eligible to win, okay? Now, anybody can enter. You have to be 18 and older, US, Mexico, Canada. Those are the eligibles to win. If you are subscribed over at twitch.tv/Robeytech, then you get extra entries, and you're going to be eligible to win the sub-only PC giveaway that we're happening at the end of the month. We're going to be building it inside of the Flex case. So if you guys want to check that out, that's going to be happening when I get back from Virginia on Tuesday. So tier 1 gets you 1 entry, tier 2, 3, tier 3, 5. Every gifted sub gets you an additional entry towards winning that PC as well. But if you want extra entries towards winning the GPU, drop your Prime sub, because that's going to get you extra entries, because we're going to start that giveaway in just a few seconds. So I'm going to let you guys do that. We'll start it here at 6:25 PST. 6:25 PST. We're going to be giving that away. Okay? It is not Twitch, Twitch and YouTube. Twitch, YouTube, you're entered to win. Yeah, you're Twitch and YouTube. And you will have to confirm in Discord, guys, so please make sure, discord.gg/Robeytech. Unfortunately, I don't think it comes with a sack of potatoes. I'm sorry. No, EU, I'm sorry, I can't do it. Where it's US, Canada, Mexico. A banana for scale? Sure, we can throw a banana in here for scale, just so you guys can see how. Here's a banana for scale. There you go. That's an imperial banana. You'll just have to be able to whisper Blondie. Nothing can run Concord, because Concord doesn't exist anymore. Yes, they can. Okay, so you can pay for shipping and customs. Guys, we had one person do this, and just so you guys know, it's pretty much half the cost of the PC. So just so you know, that'll be like that'll be $1,200. $1,200 US, so. Yeah, we can do a cat for scale, yeah. We need to send one of these to JJ, by the way. JJ, we haven't sent, we're gonna have to send you one for Christmas, a Robeycat. Come on, you know you want one. There you go, there's a Robeycat for scale. So this is what we're giving away right here, guys. One of these. Oh, actually, I'm sorry. Oh, no, okay. Actually, I'm sorry, guys. It is not US, Canada, and Mexico. I forgot, I'm not shipping this. I'm not shipping this. Sorry, guys, I'm not shipping this. It is US only. US only, I'm sorry, it's ASUS who's doing this giveaway. So my bad, it's ASUS only, you have to be US. Thank you, I'm glad I caught that before I did that. Sorry, ASUS only. ASUS only, sorry, ASUS doing the giveaway, it's US only, my bad, that is my bad. Hey, I warned you guys before, the giveaway is US only, and I didn't, yeah, and I'll make sure that I edit that in here. Okay, okay, so US only, guys. No, it's just it's the way, guys, come on. International, so here, let me just tell you something. When I ship it to Canada, like, actually Ask Pig Radio, I pay 400 bucks. Yeah, so it's like, guys, you have to understand, thank you for building it, say thank you, and that's the right answer, okay? Okay, so this is what we're gonna be giving away, this ASUS Prime RTX 4070. Yeah, it's not cheap to ship internationally. Yeah. All right, here we go, guys. Starting the giveaway right now. 3 minutes, exclamation point ASUS Prime, exclamation point ASUS Prime. There you go. Guys, I'm not lying, because that could get me in a lot of trouble. I'm not gonna lie. And Solodactyr dropping their thing. Nilopotamus. I like that name. That's a good name. I like that. I kind of feel like this is not in a. I almost like want to put it here. It's got to look good. Here we go. We'll move this over. There we go. There we go. you can see the GPU we're giving away. There we go, that looks better. Okay, so what's happening for the rest of the week? Well, surprise, surprise, nothing, because your boy is heading over to the Naval Air Station in Virginia Beach, where we are going to be hanging out with the United States Navy, and we're going to be building a PC for the men and women who are serving in our United States Armed Forces. My father was a serving veteran, and I was actually going to be in the military before I decided to make video games. Actually, it was all kind of a weird thing, but I was going to fly fighter jets. But I'm going to be there at the Oceana Air Show. If you are in Virginia Beach, you should go. It's open to the public. It's open Saturday and Sunday. So if you want to stop in, I will be there. We have a booth. We're building a PC there, teaching kids. Also, we're doing a STEM event on Friday, teaching kids about STEM and how to build PCs and all that sort of stuff. It's going to be very, very awesome. I'm very excited about it. So I'm heading out to that. So I will be back on Tuesday, will be the next stream, where we're going to be building in the Flux, which will be super, super awesome. And then that'll be the PC that I think we're giving away for the month of September, yeah, which I guess September is going on, so that's what's happening as well. So if you guys want to, like I said, if you're in the area, head on over. If you're in Norfolk, Virginia, head on over to the show, and I'd love to see you. That'd be awesome. And it's open to the public, so yeah, and parking's free too. 20 seconds, guys. It's not 1 week. I guess it is. No, it's less than a week. It's 6 days, because I'll be back on Tuesday. Oh, that's awesome. Yeah, no, yeah, we're actually going to get to hang out with the Blue Angels as well, so really excited about that. So we're going to get to hang out with those guys. And yeah, so. We're making some short form content, but we're not making a video now. Hey, Scotimus Prime, thank you for the sub. I've never been to too many air shows. I love air shows, and I grew up on a military base. I grew up on military bases all over the world. I never get sick of planes. I love planes. So, but yeah. Okay, guys, Norms90, you need a DM Blondie on Discord, and we got a high trade. Yeah, guys, we haven't announced. We got to confirm the winner. Got to confirm the winner, so just stay tuned. Sometimes we do that. So Norms90, make sure that you whisper Blondie on Discord. We actually have a YouTube winner today, guys. Wait for confirmation, guys. Hey, Faith makes a way. Thank you very much for the Prime sub. Scotimus Prime, incredible bulk, shifty effect, and Solo Doctor. I love saying that name. We don't know yet. I'm waiting for confirmation. He said, whoa, which is pretty cool, but we don't know if he's confirmed yet. I'm waiting for Blondie to say confirmed. The winner was Norms90 on YouTube. Confirmed, guys. It is confirmed. That is it. Okay, guys. Thank you so much. Again, huge shout out to ASUS for sponsoring today's stream. Also, make sure you check out their brand new cards. They launch tomorrow. So if you guys want to go check those out. Also, AP201 and that brand new LC360 from ProArt. Man, this thing, very, very impressive, and we'll have our full review on that coming very, very soon. Have an amazing night, and we will see you guys next week. Bye, guys. Thank you, Electric Yoshi, by the way.